Hey guys, something that I've never really done or thought about doing until very recently is given a overall tour of all the video games that we have just around here. Not necessarily mine. Some are my little brothers, and some are my older brothers, actually. Obviously those are my older brothers. A lot of these are my younger brothers. And I'm just gonna, if I've played them or not, I'll tell you about them, give a quick review, what system they were on, stuff like that. So let's start off with the Nintendo 64 here. Star Fox. This is seriously a great game. I would play this for hours. When my brother used to live in Green Bay, Wisconsin a long time ago, and we would go and visit him, I would just sit there and play this game for hours. It's a really fun game, and that's for the Nintendo 64. Next is Zelda. Maybe played it a little bit, but it's one of those games, I'm more interested in like first-person shooters, races, and stuff like that. Next we have NBA Showtime. That's a basketball game. That was alright. Graphics were on the N64, so, but for its time, it was, nothing compares to the graphics you have nowadays compared to 10 years ago, or 15 when he had the Nintendo 64. So obviously the graphics aren't the greatest, but it's a pretty fun game. Next, Super Mario 64. Sorry, that was kind of weird. Easily one of the best Nintendo 64 games there was. Super Mario 64. Another game that I would just play for hours on end. F-Zero. It's like a futuristic racing game with like cars that are they float basically, and they go really super fast. That was a really fun game as well. And then the last game that I could find, at least for the Nintendo 64, was Excitebike 64, and that was also a really fun game. And this one, Star Fox, and Mario 64 were my three favorite Nintendo 64 games. Okay, and now with the Super Nintendo, first game that I'll show you is Mario Paint. This is a great game. This was really revolutionary for its time. Just look how big these used to be. That's a game. Now they have these just discs, it's crazy. But this was really revolutionary for its time. You had a pad and you drew stuff with it like a mouse, just like on a computer, except on your game system. For the time, it was really, really cool. Next, we have Mortal Kombat. This is the first Mortal Kombat game that I actually ever did play, and it's what got me. Mortal Kombat, if you haven't ever played it, I feel sorry for you, because it really is an amazing game if you like a game that's fighter. Back then, this was really cool for its time, but now they have I'm not sure the new Mortal Kombat, they're the newest one they have out, but it's really cool too. Now some of these I don't even know. This is Nigel Mansell's World Championship. I've never played this game, so I'll be honest with you, I have no idea what it is. So I won't. Next is Super Tennis. Pretty fun game. It was I don't remember playing this a lot, actually, or ever. I don't know if I ever did play it. Same with this, NHL. Look at that, 1995. This is an old game. 15 years old. That's really old. Turned 16 this year, 2011. WrestleMania, I did play this. This game got annoying a lot, because, just the graphics on it were just completely rubbish, crap, whatever you want to say. But, yeah, this is even bigger. Let's do a size comparison here to see So obviously, you have the Nintendo 64 top left, Super Nintendo, and then the Nintendo. And there is WrestleMania. Next is DuckTales, and I did play this. This had a lot of different levels, and it was pretty sweet. It was a fun game for what I did play. I don't play any of these games anymore. Super Mario Brothers 3. I've always been a fan of Mario. I don't know what it is, but I mean, Mario, you know, everybody likes Mario, so I guess that's part of it. Kung Fu. Look at the graphics. How they revolutionized everything, you know. This was actually except for the graphics, you know, if you were to pick this up nowadays and play this, you'd be like, oh my god, how am I playing this, you know. But when you think about it, this was a pretty sweet game. I mean, all you did was run around and kick people and punch them and stuff like that, but it was alright. And this is a Zelda game, obviously Zelda 2, The Adventures of Link, and it's gold, in case you can't tell. Get a terrible glare off that. It's alright. Let's see, Ski or Die. This was a really fun game. I actually remember getting pretty mad at this a couple times though, so that's not good. But I mean, this was pretty sweet, and the graphics, again, awful. Dragon Warrior. Addicting. I've liked this game. I don't like a lot of games like this, but for some reason I like that game. Here's the Super Mario Brothers, Duck Hunt, and the track. This came with a runner, with like a pad that you ran on, a gun, and just a normal controller, obviously. That was pretty fun to entice yourself with that. Alright, now moving on to the more revolutionary games. Let me just give you a quick tour quick. Obviously we have most games for the Xbox. Starting up on top, MotorStorm for the PS3. Great game. This was the first PS3 game I ever had, and I really like this game. Graphics are just unbelievable. With all PS3 games, the graphics are just really good. Just trying to get a good shot here. Oh, that's better. Ratchet and Clank, Crank in Time. I've never played this. This is my little brother's, and I've watched him play it. It looks pretty darn sweet, but I have never personally played it. Uncharted 2, Among the Thieves, great game. I beat it, and I think within 2 weeks after having it. This is one of my favorite games, and I can't wait for the new Uncharted to come out later this year in November. Looking very forward to that. Now onto the Wii. Obviously, Wii Sports, everybody knows what that is. You obviously have your bowling, golf, baseball, tennis, and boxing. And I remember when I first played this, I was like, this is awesome stuff. It was a cool game. Now my favorite game for the Wii is definitely Super Mario Brothers Wii again, with the Mario. I love it. Fly Run on Yoshi, you know, everybody, if you haven't played this, go rent it, buy it, something, because it is a really great game and very fun. It's definitely a party game to play with your friends. Wii Fit Plus, I used to play it a lot, but I just go to the gym now. But it was pretty fun and accurate and stuff. I bought this last Christmas, so it's over a year old. Wii Play, mainly got this game just so I could have an extra controller, and the game basically came with it. I played the games very little. 10-Pin Alley 2, I think, I have no idea where this came from. I've never played it. Guitar Hero 3, Legends of Rock. This was the first, this Guitar Hero game for the Wii. I was so excited to play, you know, I beat it, the whole game. And I really did like this game. How the controller fit in the guitar and everything. It's a good game. Rock Band for the Wii. Purchased that the first day this came out for the Wii. I bought it. Wii Sports Resort. Very fun game. It's for the new Motion Plus. And if you guys haven't ever played this game either, this is another one you want to definitely go check out. I have some really good Wii games here, I like to think. Mario Kart Wii, obviously, another great one. Drive around with the wheel, shoot at your friends. Sounds terrible. Super Smash Brothers Brawl. I bought this from Family Video, I think, for like $15. So that's really cool. A long time ago I bought it. You just fight. It's like super. I'm not sure what the other one is, but there's another one that's kind of like it, but not the same system. Wii Music. When I first got it, it was cool. Got old. I don't know what else to say. I mean, some people like, you know, it's great. I'm glad. Like, obviously, I'm sure if I was a Nintendo or a gaming company like this, I would want someone to like my products too. But yeah, I mean, for when I did play it, it was pretty sweet. It was kind of cool. Animal Crossing City Folk. I really did like this game. I never really got too into it, but when I did play it, I was kind of hooked on it when I was playing it first. So it's not like I just sat down for 10 minutes, because that was kind of impossible and you wouldn't get nothing done. Now it's the Xbox, my biggest collection. First, Need for Speed Undercover. This I got for Christmas, and it's not really what I was expecting. I was expecting something more like Need for Speed Carbon. If you guys haven't played that, that's my favorite Need for Speed game. And I've played Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. That's a really fun one too. A lot of Lamborghinis and Bugatti Veyron stuff in that. Probably my favorite game of all time, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Everybody, and I'm sure most people everywhere have heard of this game and played it sometime. Call of Duty Black Ops, Buzzkill, I think so. But I mean, it's a nice game. I don't like the Xbox Live interface at all. How you have to buy weapons. I'd rather much be awarded them. Call of Duty World at War, great game. It's a game that came after Call of Duty Modern Warfare, so it's technically the Call of Duty 5. And if you're not aware, it's like Call of Duty Modern Warfare was obviously modern guns, you know, right here. And then World at War, which was the 5th one that came out, took you back, and it was old time again, just like Call of Duty 3 and 2 and 1. Halo Reach, very, very fun game, as all Halo games are good stuff. Multiplayer is awesome on all these. Dead Rising, haven't played it much, but from what I had played, it's a typical zombie killing game, you know. Guitar Hero World Tour, got the whole band set. We have an unboxing of this that we did a while ago, like 2 Christmases ago, I believe. So go check that out. Great game as well. My favorite Need for Speed game, I already covered this a little bit ago, you know. Great game, it's special edition. You go through the game, and you go as a racer, you know, upgrading your car. Very fun game. BioShock and BioShock 1 and 2 we have. I'm kind of more just a Call of Duty fan myself. Fallout 3, I haven't really played this much either. It's kind of like BioShock in a way. Lord of the Rings Conquest. This is a fun game. I did play this for a while. That's a fun game. This is for regular Xbox, but it's the only regular Xbox game that I have because I really do like the Star Wars Battlefront 2. It's great. You can play as Jedis and not just Stormtroopers and the Republic, but you can play as Jedis and Siths too. Ultimate Alliance and Forza 2. This came with the Xbox. Both great games. Gears of War is my runner-up to the Call of Duty series. Gears of War is a great series. All the games in Gears of War are just awesome, phenomenal. This also came with the Xbox, Indiana Jones and Kung Fu Panda. And the last game that I'm going to go over is Saints Row. Saints Row, I much rather prefer Saints Row 2, but Saints Row 2 is obviously the sequel to Saints Row. Alright guys, so I'm out of time, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and for more great content, be sure to follow me on Twitter.